Hello everyone, welcome back to Agri Farming. Today we are back with how to grow vegetables in summer. Summer garden vegetables are planted throughout the summer months and ready for harvest during the fall. Now, let's get into the tips for growing vegetables in summer. The first tip is sandy loam and clay loam soils are the best for production of vegetables in summer. Sandy soils can be problematic because of excessive drainage of water and nutrients as well as presence of nematodes. This in turn can lead to the stress of the crop and effect in smaller yields. Summer is a good season for vegetable gardening. Veggies like to grow under full sunshine, enjoy long days and warm climate. Thrive well in harsh Indian summer. The good thing about summer vegetable plants is that the same ones can be continued in monsoon season as well. Plant this in high spring after the threat of frost is past. These tender vegetables require warm weather, that is 65 to 90 degree Fahrenheit, to grow and are killed by frost. The next tip is vegetable plants require plenty of water, particularly when they are establishing roots and during dry spells. Locate vegetable garden in an area that is near a water source, for example, a rain barrel, well tap, or water sprinklet. You can wish to consider installing an irrigation system if your layout is very large. Water management is necessary for crop survival and maximizing crop yield potential. It is very important to ensure your vegetable crop is getting enough water, but also that they aren't being overwatered. Developing a drainage system in vegetable crops can help prevent waterlogging and salinization in your soil, both of which can stifle growth. The next tip is soil testing should be on your to-do list right from the get-go because your soil and its required will directly influence the growth of vegetable crops. Examining the phosphorus, potassium and fertilization levels will give the insight into how to handle vegetable crops. It will also let you know when proper soil conditions are forming, for example, the optimal density and right amount of nutrients, so you are prepared to start planting. The function of nutrients in vegetables is complex and includes processes like root, shoot, leaf, and fruit development. Production of proteins, hormones, and chlorophyll, photosynthesis, etc. Soil is the major source of these nutrients to plants, and soil fertility or nutrient content can therefore have a profound impact on crop production. The absence of any one of nutrients that the potential to decrease crop yield by negatively affecting the growth factor. The next is vegetable plants have a short season to produce. They must have continual growth. Planting that are stressed will set less fruit and lower quality. Summers could be hot and dry, which is not good combination. The next point is vegetable gardens do best with 1 inch of water per week. This keeps the upper level of the soil moist where the majority of the roots are located, and there are several ways to water. Moisture on the foliage for long periods can cause more disease, particularly with tomatoes. It is best to water early to the foliage time to dry before nightfall, and another way to avoid wetting the foliage is to use surface irrigation. This can range from drip system or simply letting the hose flood around the base of the vegetable plants. The next tip is lay down a fresh 2 to 3 inch layer of organic mulch like compost around the base of plants to keep the soil cool as well as to reduce evaporation and weeds. Do not let the weeds get the upper hand and they compete with vegetable plants for light, water, and nutrients, and they generally win the competition. Too much nitrogen will cause some vegetable plants, especially tomatoes, to stop producing. Visit the garden at least every other day to harvest mature vegetable plants. Most vegetable plants that are including beans, cucumbers, squash, peppers, and eggplant will stop producing if not harvested frequently. Growing vegetables in summer is fun and profitable. You must ensure the proper water supply to vegetable plants. Now, let's get into the list of summer season vegetables. The summer season tentatively starts from 7th February and lasts till 6th June. The sowing of seeds can be undertaken from mid-January to late February. These crops want hot and dry climatic conditions for better growth and maximum production. Here are some growing vegetables in summer. The first crop I would like to add is beans. Beans create a healthy addition to summer salads and side dishes. Beans are simply grown from seeds and require between 40 to 60 days of maturity. Plant fava beans throughout the summer months in neighborhoods that get large amounts of fog. Runner beans are best planted during June and July months. To save space in your garden, grow beans vertically using twine, stakes, and trellises to make room for additional summer vegetable plants. Pole beans, runner beans, and bush beans are equally delightful because once begin producing fruit, there are always a few beans or a colander full to pick nearly every day. Plant from seed directly sowed in the vegetable garden or transplant from starts once the soil temperature has warmed to the least of 60 degrees. Most gardeners don't start seeds indoors as beans are sensitive to transplant shock. Pole beans plant in full sun fertile soil. Next vegetable which I want to add is eggplants and tomatoes. The time to plant eggplant is generally during the late spring. However, eggplant grows well when planted through June as long as the neighborhood is not too foggy. The plants are best grown from seedlings rather than seeds. Similarly, tomato plants grow well from seedlings when planted throughout June, except in foggy neighborhoods. Both these crops need between 60 to 80 days before they begin to produce. Tomatoes and eggplants both are members of the nightshade plant family. Do not place these two plants in the same planting space. Tomatoes and eggplants share similar pests that often mean devastation for crops when planted nearby. Instead, plant tomatoes with herbs that are sweet basil, which tomato worms avoid. Tomatoes produce best with warm soil, so not using mulch or covering the soil early in the season will clear or black plastic can harm the soil more rapidly. You can also add vegetables like okra. Okra plants loves hot weather, rich soil, and full sun. It must be direct sown in the garden several weeks after the last spring frost. Seeds must be started indoors and move out into the garden after the summer equinox in late June. Pick pots when they become 3 to 4 inch long, and if they are allowed to overmature, the plants will stop producing. The next type of vegetables you can add in your garden is carrots, cucumber, and corn. The month of June lends itself to growing cucumbers and also sweet corn. Sweet corn will take between 60 to 95 days to reach maturity. Slicing cucumbers take approximately 60 to 75 days, while the pickling varieties need 50 to 60 days. Grow carrots from seed throughout the summer. Be careful when planting carrots in foggy neighborhoods during July. Carrots take about 120 to 150 days to reach maturity. Cucumber plants can be trained to climb in a frame trellis, and corn is one of the ultimate companion plants for cucumbers. Beans and peas are also good to encourage your cucumbers to do well. Some of the other vegetables you can add in your summer garden is peppers, pumpkins, and squash. Peppers add flavor and spice to summer vegetable garden. Most peppers are planted during the spring. Planting can continue up to the June to ensure fresh peppers all summer long. Start summer squashes in the garden as early as May, but also planted throughout June and July. Obtain a jump start on the fall by planting pumpkins and winter squashes in June. The other vegetables include sweet potato, summer squash and zucchini, chili, capsicum, etc. That's all folks for today. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe to this channel and please ring the bell button to notify you whenever new video is uploaded. Thank you for watching.